So when I see comments like this as a coach, I always have a million follow-up questions. I want to know when your doctor has you taking the medication, if you're still drinking on the medication, if you are still drinking on the medication, when are you taking it and when are you drinking on it? What dose are you taking? What are you drinking? Are you drinking on an empty stomach or do you have food in your system? How long have you been on the medication? These are just some of the questions I would ask a client or a member in our program. And the reason for that is because there are a lot of different factors that can contribute to the efficacy of naltrexone. For example, in this book, The Cure for Alcoholism, it dives into all of the research into the Sinclair Method protocol, which essentially involves taking naltrexone 1 hour before drinking. And according to Dr. Sinclair's research, he showed that naltrexone actually works best when it's paired with alcohol, and that was his protocol, taking naltrexone, waiting 1 hour, and drinking on it. He showed in his research that this can actually result in pharmacological extinction of the alcohol addiction. And when that happens, a lot of people lose their craving for alcohol and they find that they just have way more control if and when they do drink. They have that off switch again in their brain. So he kind of argued with his research that that is the most effective way to take the medication naltrexone. It's really important to know that it does need time to work. Sometimes people expect this treatment to, work in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but in my experience, it takes most of us about 9 months to a year to see full results with the treatment. I often think of it like a weight loss journey where you lose a pound a week and you don't feel like much is happening, but over time, those results really add up. And it's the same thing with drink reduction through the Sinclair Method treatment. It took me about 9 months to experience full results with the treatment, but I could see gradual changes in progress throughout that time. Of course, naltrexone is also shown to be an anti-craving medicine, so some people take it daily to help with alcohol cravings. I personally did the Sinclair Method protocol, so I don't know if it would have helped me with my cravings. I hear mixed reviews from people. They say that it does help and it keeps them sober. For others, they tell me that it doesn't help. So it's different person to person, but I think it's really important to recognize that if you're on this medicine, it does need time to work. And also with the Sinclair Method, the changes that people can see are oftentimes subtle and gradual, but continuous. Again, like the weight loss journey. So sometimes I get comments from people who say it's not working, nothing's happening, but really maybe they're just expecting like a massive change to occur overnight or really quickly. But if they were able to just kind of look at the small changes, are they thinking about alcohol less often? Does it not taste as good? Are they drinking more slowly? Are they drinking a little bit less? Are their cravings a little bit less intense? These are all signs that the treatment protocol is working. And the final thing I'll say, which we often talk about in our program, is that it's really important to meet the medication halfway. And what I mean by that is naltrexone is a really powerful tool in the toolbox of recovery, but we still have to meet the medicine halfway to gradually change our habits, cultivate different coping skills, and ultimately create a life that doesn't revolve around alcohol so much. I know this very well. I was a daily drinker for 10 years when I went on this treatment, so I didn't even know who I was or what I liked to do or how I coped after a stressful day or what I did for fun outside of alcohol. It was this process of just rediscovering who I was and what I liked. And rediscovering healthier ways to cope, because I often used alcohol as a coping mechanism. And so what happens for a lot of people is they'll get going on the medication and they'll see a reduction in their drinking, but then they will notice that they're drinking out of habit. I just met with one of our members today. She says there are days she doesn't even feel like drinking, but she just drinks anyway because she's bored. She doesn't know what else to do. She has a stressful life. So that's where the medicine is working, getting rid of her desire to drink, but she's still drinking anyway out of habit. And that's a lot of what we specialize in and help people with in our program, is to help them break free of the habits and coping cycles that we can get stuck in with alcohol, using naltrexone and the Sinclair Method to do so. So as always, if you want to learn more about this treatment, check out the link in my profile. This book as well, I didn't write the book, but it's a great resource that dives into the science and research into it. And I hope this information is helpful. You can also check out my other videos or the link in my profile. Bye for now.